Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your latest Chelsea news. Look, let's take a little bit of a break from the transfer news that's happening on a regular basis. We've got plenty of movements that's happening. Obviously, we've got the here we go for Jorel Hato over the last 12 hours or so. And there's, movement happening in regards to Xavi Simons. But we're going to park all that for a second. We're going to park all that because there is a new season that's just around the corner. We've got August, the month of August coming up very, very soon. The last day of July is right now. We've got August coming up. And this, ladies and gentlemen, latest interview from Levi Colwill, which has been covered by The Athletic. This is a barnstorming interview, This, for me, it's sensational. Look, ladies and gentlemen, it's not like I'm trying to share some sort of a life hack or anything like that, but this is how I feel, and this is what I've seen in my life so far. This is what I've experienced, right? Now, you can have all the talent, you can have all the, power and physicality and all of that stuff. If you don't have the right mindset, if you don't have the right mentality, you're going to probably not pass in many scenarios in life. You're going to fail on a consistent basis. You may be the strongest person. You may be the brightest person. You may be, just like overall a charismatic person. But if from your mindset, you're not the most strongest there, you're not the most stable there, then you're going to suffer. You will suffer. This is what I've seen in life, and this is what has been the truth. Once you are strong here, everything else then becomes a pure asset. But the first requisite, in my opinion, is to have a strong mindset. If you want to achieve something big in life, and you want to have prolonged success, you want to have sustainable success, you need to strengthen your mind. You need to have a mindset that is most of the times unbreakable. Yes, there will be times where you will crack. There will be times where you will falter, and that's fine. We're human beings. But you need to learn how to bounce back from those situations and get yourself back on track. And you always have to adapt. You always have to keep changing. You always have to keep evolving. You don't want to keep, be left behind. You always have to develop. And this, ladies and gentlemen, this interview, some of the quotes that Levi Colwill is saying is sensational. And this is what I want to share. This is what I want to talk through, because Levi Colwill is not the only one that's been talking, in a different tune in recent times, especially right after the season finished, the way we got into the Champions League, the way we won the Conference League. You could see something is changing. Something in the air is different. There's a certain smell that we never smelled before. Club World Cup, you could see the lads were locked on. And you know how I can tell when players truly mean it? Sometimes during the season when they talk and they do all of this PR stuff and they say, yeah, we get along nicely with the manager. Yeah, we get along nicely with XYZ and everything is all hunky-dory. We are loving life. You can tell, come on, man, you're not saying the truth. We can tell you're lying. It is so obvious. But recently, the way Levi Colwill is talking, the way Cucurella is talking, the way Enzo Fernandez is talking, the way Caicedo is talking, you just feel it's coming from the heart. You just feel there's this burning desire that is about to turn into an inferno. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just get this feeling that these kids, they're no longer kids anymore. They are growing and they are maturing into fine individuals. Something clicked over the last 2 to 3 months, and they are working on that. Whatever it was, whether it was Maresca, whether it was all the players, whether it was all combined together along with directors, owners, everyone coming together and being in the same page, something definitely clicked. And now they don't want to let go of that. Now they're working on it. So I love it. I love it. This mentality change is going to become infectious, and it's gonna hopefully brew into something tremendous. So let's go through some of these comments, ladies and gentlemen, because these are fine, beautiful, beautiful comments. I know a lot of people might be saying, "Oh, look, words are cheap. I want to see action," but they are starting to show action, and I have strong belief next season that our team is capable of doing something. Whether we win the Premier League or not, whether we win the Champions League or not, I'm not sure, but I feel like we're going to win something. We're going to win something. We're going to continue on this winning streak every season, needing to win something. It's become part of these players and their ethos, basically. Levi Colwill on Winning Club World Cup. I have realized that when you win things, life doesn't change. My goal is to win as many things as possible, so I'm not going to be hung up on this. I need to move on and plan for the next. I love it. You got into the Champions League, tops. You won the Conference League, tops. And from a comeback victory against pretty energetic Real Betis team, you won the Club World Cup, where there was a little bit of adversity against Flamengo, and you romped back. And then you took care of PSG, the European champions, like they just didn't belong in the same field. You have every right to celebrate. You have every right to sort of reflect. But Levi Colwill, he's moving forward. What's done is done. We've achieved. I'm hungry for more. I'm preparing for more. I'm waking up every morning thinking about getting more success. I love this. I love this attitude. This is infectious, as I said. Infectious? Why am I finding it hard to pronounce this word? But yeah, infectious. More and more of his teammates will start feeling this way. Half the trick, ladies and gentlemen, is having a strong mentality. And then when you're in the field, yes, your skills and everything will take over, but it's having a strong mentality that will make sure that you get over the line and succeed. I love this from Levi Colwill. I truly do. He's not hung up. Well, why should we be hung up? Time to move on. Time to collect the next silverware. Levi Colwill, this is a feeling shared in the dressing room. We have an elite mindset in our team, and this is what we need to do. The Premier League restarts in less than a month, and we need to start preparing for that. I love it. Cold, yeah, indeed, cold. Man's not pondering around. He's not dwelling on what has happened in the past. Yes, we've won trophies and it's fantastic. We're the world champions. Man is ready for the Premier League. He's preparing. Dressing room feels that there is an elite mindset within the team. Something's changed, I'm telling you. We're getting rid of the right players as well. Players that don't fit, they're leaving. Players with top mentality are coming in. Players that were already showing top mentality, they're growing even more. Something truly sensational is building, and big up to Enzo Maresca. Enzo Maresca deserves all the praise. He really does. He really does. I love this. The Premier League restarts in less than a month, and we need to start preparing for that. I love it. We literally finished the Club World Cup just 2 to 3 weeks ago. Just short of 3 weeks ago. Right? And these players, they know that we're going to be arriving in the preseason a bit late, but they're ready. They're mentally preparing themselves. It's not just about physically preparing yourself, mentally going into this long season again and saying to yourself, we're going to fight for each other through thick and thin, with lots of adversities that are going to come our way. We're going to fight for each other. And if whenever there is adversities, we're going to try and bounce back. We're not going to dwell on it for too long. And this is the sign of something truly different happening. Levi Colwill, do I think teams will target a win over Chelsea even more so that they can say they have beaten the world champions? Definitely, but that is not a bad thing. They will give us respect. I love it. Man is prepared. Man knows teams will be coming after us. But Levi Colwill saying, you know what? Let them come after us. It shows that you're starting to give respect. No problems. We'll be aware. We'll be ready. I love it. I love it. Levi Colwill, we feel like we can definitely compete for the Premier League. The players we have in our squad are among the best, and we are really excited for this season to once again prove people wrong. I think this has been the biggest driving force, proving people wrong, proving the doubters wrong. And if that's a huge motivation, use it. Even after winning the Club World Cup, there's a lot of rivals out there that don't truly feel that Chelsea's capable. And feed on that. Yes, there is many that are starting to feel that, yeah, Chelsea are capable of doing something special. But there's still a lot that don't seem to give us the respect as yet. Feed on that, Levi Colwill. And that's exactly what Levi Colwill is saying. We want to keep proving people wrong. You see the kind of madness Liverpool's doing in this transfer window, and they're going to add Isak to it as well. Best believe. Arsenal strengthening. Man City have already strengthened. Chelsea Football Club, we got to be in there. We got to be in that mix. 100%. We got to be in that mix. Colwill on the Club World Cup final. I thought that was very disrespectful. All the questions before the game were based on you're not stopping PSG. I'm not complaining. It gave us that fire in the belly and we proved everyone wrong. I love it. When people are out there telling you you can't do something, go out there and do it. Use that as a driving force. That why are you underestimating me? Why are you demeaning me? I love it as well. I thrive in that kind of stuff as well in real life. When people try and underestimate me and I show them, yeah, underestimate me again next time. See what happens. I said it all the way from beginning of the tournament that I feel like we're going to win this. And even when we went to the finals, so many people were worried about PSG. I was like, you look at my preview. I had a whole tactics, everything ready, lineup, everything came into fruition. The lineup, the tactics, the lot. I knew how we could beat PSG. And if I knew, best believe Maresca knew even way before me. And the team knew way before me. So yeah, go out there and keep proving people wrong. I want to see us succeed. I have this funny feeling again that Champions League, we can go a long way. We can go a long way. Levi Colwill, it does feel like there are too many people who respects us out there. There are not too many people who respects us out there. We have been using it and will continue to do so. Love it. I can't wait for us to face some of the top teams this season. Your Arsenals, your Liverpools, your Man Cities. I want to see how they approach us. I want to see how our players approached them last season. Obviously, some of these big games, besides Liverpool right at the end, some of the big games we didn't show up, especially against Manchester City, a couple of losses against them back-to-back last season. I want to show up against them. I want to show up against Arsenal, shut them up, tell them that, hey, you've missed your chance. Now it's our chance. I can't wait to see Arsenal fans and their sorry faces once that happens. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this for me has been a sensational piece of interview and a lot of excellent comments from Levi Colwill that gives me a lot of belief, a belief that was already brewing, a belief that was already instilled over the past couple of months. And I love what I've seen and what I've heard from Levi Colwill. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. How you guys feel about all those quotes and comments from Levi Colwill? Do you feel that there is something different? Do you feel that these guys are not just saying words anymore? They truly mean it, and they're showing it on the field as well. Do you feel that next season, the season that's coming up just around the corner, that something special is about to happen? Whether we win the Premier League, whether we win the Champions League, whether we win some of the domestic cups, something special is about to happen. Do you feel that way? Let me know in the comment section. Smash up the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time, take care. See ya.